Hi guys, as you all know that the UGC-NET June 2020 results are out and I scored around 67.33%. In paper 1 I got 72% and in mass comm I got 65%. Let me tell you, the paper was really difficult, but make sure that you don't take paper 1 very lightly because you have around 50 marks in that and you have to score good in that because it will take your percentage to the JRF level. Now because I got 72% in paper 1 and even if I got 65 in paper 2, which is less, it took me to that JRF mark. But remember that never take paper 1 lightly. What I did in my studies was that I divided my entire time into 3 sessions like a test match. So morning used to be paper 1 where I used to do all data interpretation, mathematical bits, and then second and third session, one session used to be mass media theory and the other used to be mass media research. And this was in the beginning. So when in the beginning I used to write and study because once you start writing it is like 3 times of reading. So initially at least for 2-3 weeks you see that you write whatever you are studying, so that it easily goes in your mind and then you have a flow in studying. So after 2-3 weeks, once you get the flow, you can then move fast in your preparation. But make sure that you write the dates, the author and the concepts, which are very important. History, as I told you before, also read in a chronological order. Now let's see what are the areas to cover. UGC gives you a syllabus where it gives you what are the areas to cover, but some parts of mass communication and journalism are missing. For example, semiotics they have not included in the paper or in the syllabus, but still questions come on semiotics. So this video, let's talk about the areas. First and foremost, the 2 important areas are print media and electronic media. There are lots of bits on print media and electronic media. Apart from that, you have mass media theory, which is very important. Then mass communication and journalism, the general paper is also very important. Then apart from that, you have advertising, public relations, film studies and online media, semiotics, media laws and ethics, and the most important part which most of us ignore are the general knowledge on media or journalism, because there are many questions which come in the examination where any famous book, its author is asked. So who is writing this column, who publishes this cartoon. So such kind of questions come. So it's very important that you read the national newspapers, read Hindu, Indian Express, Hindustan Times, follow popular journalists and follow websites like the Hoot, Pointer and then News Laundry. I followed only these 3 websites for my current affairs on journalism field. So what is happening broadly in the field of journalism. So these 3 websites give you that. Now the key to getting a good percentage basically is discipline. I had a 6 months of rigorous preparation where I used to prepare paper 1 like anything. I used to make sure that I used to solve at least one model paper of paper 1. Upkar series gives you a model paper online, or you can solve the previous year's paper 1, but make sure that you are solving paper 1 regularly. And then even for research and theory, for example, once you have studied research on internet, you will find many MCQs on that research bits. For example, if you have finished the first chapter, the introduction chapter, where what is scientific method, qualitative, quantitative analysis. So basics of research, you can search for MCQs online. So you'll get a lot of MCQs. Make sure that you are solving MCQs every day. And then apart from that, if your preparation is not that long and you are very close to the field, for example, you have missed JRF by hardly 1 or 2%, then you have a shorter preparation, because I believe now you are very close to the subject. I believe you are unlucky this time because the percentage, because of the ONGC thing, has gone up, and next time the percentage will be around 60 to 62%, but it does not mean that you take the exam very lightly. Shorten down your preparations for 4 months. Make sure that instead of having 3 sessions, which I initially did, the subsequent year when I qualified JRF, I studied only for 4 months, but I made sure that I had 6 sessions of 1 hour each. For example, print media I'm studying for 1 hour, electronic media I'm studying from 1 hour, public relations I'm studying from 1 hour. So like this, you divide your time for the 6 sessions, and make sure that you have some breaks in the middle. You can have a small walk, at least half an hour break, or do something which eases your mind, but see to it that you are not glued to the screen all the time. Give your eyes a break. And apart from that, I believe if you first solve the previous year's papers, and as I told you the topics, you make a list in in what year which topic dominated. For example, semiotics, 7 questions were there, I think 16 or 17 in those years. So you can make out which are the areas they are covering the most. So this will help you. Divide it into slots: print media, electronic media, 2013 question paper, print media 7 questions, electronic media 4 questions. So like that you study, because then you will be in a state of mind when you read something. So for example, news agency you are reading, so then you will come to know, in news agency they are asking chronological order, then they are asking direct questions on where a particular news agency is from. So if you do the question papers, you will know what kind of questions they are asking. So it's very important that you go and solve the paper. And as I told you, never ignore paper 1. I got 72% this time. I got 72 out of 100. So my percentage in paper 1 was around 72%. In paper 2 I scored less. I got around 65%, but it made sure that my percentage is above the JRF mark. So guys, remember never to forget paper 1. So guys, all the best. Do study for the next examination. If you have any queries, put it in the comments. I would be very happy to answer that. Thank you, and God bless you all. All the best for the next June examination.